everyone, it's Di here from Di's Den and welcome to another project. This week I'm going to do this card. Now I saw this done with Sam Colcott, and I have seen it done a few other times. I've seen it done with a die as well that I saw on, I can't remember, Scrapping something or other. Crazy or something like that. I can't remember. I will put the link down below where I saw the die for this, but it was only a small card. It was only a 5x5, where this is an 8x8 card. So it will go into an 8x8 envelope, so you'll probably have to make a custom envelope to put this in, or buy an 8x8 envelope. Now this is a take on the Never Ending card. And this card goes like this. You fold it down at the top, so that flips up. You fold it under at the bottom, and that flips. And you fold the sides out, so it looks like a pyramid or a triangle. This is your writing panel. Bring the bottom one down, the top one up. It looks like a funny shape like that. And then bring it around like that, and you're back to the front. So I used the Sweet Strawberry set for this card, which you can see you have to put these ones on upside down, because it was my prototype, so everything on this card here is retired. So all this designer series paper, the strawberries, and the cardstock that I used, because I actually used I can't remember what colour that is now. Merry Merlot, that's right. But we're going to do this in Reach for the Stars, and we're going to do it in Crushed Curry, because I need a card for my colour creation. And let me pop this card out of the way for a minute. Oh, excuse me, I have still got this cough. I cannot shift it for anything in the world. I have the lovely paper that goes with this called Stargazing, which is 12x12 card, and I love it. It is got these beautiful like starry scenes, and then it's got planets on one side, and then it's got this nice green here, and I love green. It's my favourite colour with this beautiful paper. Purple berry burst stars, blue stars. I don't know which blue that is without looking them up. Another of this orangey, and I think that's pumpkin pie as well as crushed curry in that. But we're using this paper here. We're using the front and the back of that paper there. So I'll have a look. What's that colour? It is crushed curry and pumpkin pie. Oh, woo, I did get that right. Okay, plus if you buy the bundle, stay up there you, which I did, which means you get, the suite rather, you get that paper, you get this stamp set plus the dies, sorry my die fell off, this die set, and this beautiful holographic paper, which I have used a little bit of. I used this one today for this card. Isn't that gorgeous? So you get one of those, one like that, or two like that. Sorry, you get two of those, two of them, and two of this purpley one. And that's gorgeous, that purple one. Oh, isn't it? So we're using this one on the top here today in this set. So let me show you, let me pop this out of the way as well, and let me show you what you need. Excuse me. Okay, I've done a fair bit of the work, so let me tell you, we're going to be using, I used the largest circle here to cut out one of the planets from the paper, and I used this one here to cut out the rings, which are in the holographic. So that's that piece. I also used the space shuttle and the spaceman, and I cut them out. I've also cut out some stars, which I've actually got here in a little pot for us to put on the card. and the flames coming out the bottom of the spacecraft. I'm just using Greetings Friend on my piece. Okay, and we're going to stamp in crushed curry. So we need a piece of card to start off with, which measures 8 by 8. Okay, there's no layers, as in like more than one layer at a time. So you're going to need 2 pieces of card, and I've already cut one, that measure 5 5/8 by 3 3/4. Now I've already cut one, so we will cut the other one together. There's my spacemen and spacecraft, which I've already stamped and I've cut out, so I'll pop them over there. You will also need 4 pieces of card, designer series paper, sorry, that measure 3 3/4 by 3 5/8. Now I've cut 3 of them rather. I've cut 3 of them, so we will cut the other one together. Now when you cut these, you need to cut one on the right side and one on the wrong side, so that you get your shape like so, which is, oh, I've got them around the wrong way. Oops, go out of there. They go on here like so. So if you don't cut them the wrong way, you're going to have one paper one way and one the other. That's fine if that's what you want. Okay, so for that, so we've got one of those to cut. We need 2 pieces that measure 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. So they're for the bottom section. And then 2 pieces of card for our saying, and one for writing on, that measure 1 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then you need 6 pieces of card, designer series paper, that will measure 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So that's all the bits we need. So let's get stuck into this. We will cut these pieces, the other pieces at the same together. So let me pop this over here, and I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and I'm actually going to do this using my trimmer, because I'm just going to find it easier to do on my trimmer, and I'm going to stand up for that reason. Okay, I'm going to bring this in. I have my tool here. We're still going to use the small end because we're using card, and we need to use a fairly thick card. So we're going to start at the 2-inch mark, and we're going to score up to the top like so. We're going to turn it to the 2-inch mark here, bring this down, and we're going to score from the 2-inch mark up to the top again. Turn it around again. Whoops, I've got a bit of fluff on that piece. There we go. To the 2-inch mark. And we're going to bring this in, and we're going to score this again up to 2 inches. And once more, and we're going to turn that, bring that in, put it down, and we're going to score up to the 2 inches. Now I haven't got a scoring blade on this trimmer, that's why I'm doing it this way. We're now going to turn this over, and we're going to pop this back in again, and we're going to score this again from the 2-inch mark up. And we see how that's joined together. We're going to turn this and do the same again, 2-inch mark up, and you can see that's joined again. There's a bit of fluff on that one again. So we've actually gone around the paper twice, right around the paper twice. So we're going to do one more time like so. So now we have our piece of card that looks like this. We're now going to bring this into that 2-inch mark again, and we're going to bring in our cutting blade this time, and we're going to pop the blade in at the 2-inch mark, and we're going to cut down to the 6-inch mark. Now we have to make sure that we've got this nice and straight, and we're going to cut down to the 6-inch mark, which is between those 2 score lines. Okay, so let's move that out of the way for us now. And I did forget something to bring over, so I'm just going to go and get my craft knife. Sorry about that, I forgot my craft knife. Okay, so now we're going to actually, I'm going to turn this over in a second. Just, that's very, very rough that one. I'm just going to bring this in again, the board, I forgot to do this. And this is 8, so we need to go to the 4-inch mark. And we're going to just place a little mark just above that score line. Just like that. Okay, because we're now going to cut on the diagonal. Now you can't do this very easily on the board, so we're going to do it on our craft mat. So let me turn my craft mat over so I don't cut into my other things. See, my craft mat's gone all yucky. How terrible is that, isn't it? And bring in my craft knife, and we're going to, without spilling everything all over the table, we're going to cut from that corner, which is the left hand side, so where the square joins, we're going to join it from there down to that mark, and we're going to cut like so. So we have a cut mark here and a cut mark there. And we're going to do the same again. We're going to go on from the right hand side, which is the right hand side. I'm just doing it on an angle because it's easier for me. We're going to come down to that same mark. Okay. Right in that corner. Right to that mark. Like so. Once we've done that, I will turn my mat back over so that we can see what we're doing of better. And you can see that we now have a cut along the bottom, and it's cut here on the triangular. So now we're going to do our folding. So we're going to fold this down like so on the corners. And we're going to fold this bottom one up. Oops. Alright. That way we can bring these ones out at the sides. Which means we need to fold and burnish as we go. Down, 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 down. So we know that that's going to go up, that's going to go up, that's going to go round, 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 round. And you can see how it goes. I'm going to bring my trimmer back in one more time. And I'm now going to trim from that corner here, which is in the right hand square, the top inner part of that to the bottom outer part of that square. And I'm going to chop that piece off. So we have this edge. Now we want to do that with this facing down. Alright, so we need our triangle piece facing downwards to do this. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to do from the top inner to the bottom outer part of this square. Like so. Okay, we've got a fair bit to do on our trimmer today. So our piece of card now looks like so. Alright, so we've got that piece, and it will fold there, 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 which makes it look like a Christmas tree actually. I reckon you could do that for a nice Christmas card and stop there, but it doesn't want to stand up like that, so it stands up nicely like so. So that's why we're doing it this way, and that's why I'm doing mine as the space one. Okay, so now I have these pieces all cut out. So that one will go there, and oops, wrong ones. These ones will go here, along with one of these here, and oops, two of these. Well, let's pop that out the right way, I guess. Let's see if I've got some nice ones that match. There's another one that looks nice. And then we're going to use one of these to cut into the corner. So we're going to use one of these now to cut this angle, which is just to cut it diagonally across. Like so. So we're just doing this as we go so you can see what we're doing of. Okay, so that is one side of the card. So I'm going to glue all that down, and then when we come to the other side I will go through the measurements with you. Okay, that's going to be the easiest way, being I've already got all of these cut. Alright, so now I want it this way. Come on, glue, come out. Still cold here. The sun's out today, amazingly enough, but it's still a cold day. So we're going to glue that one in there. Glue that one in there. Oops. This large one in here. Now if you've got directional paper, you have to watch your direction. Make sure that you have that going the correct way, because you will need to have it the right way for, oops, get over there, that's better, for this piece especially in the middle and the corners. I had a little bit of trouble with my original one. I actually did them round the wrong way, so it was a little bit messy. I had to cut it again, and that's when I learned that you definitely need to watch which way you put them. So we're going to pop all them in like that, and these ones here. So we've done this side of the card. I think I'm going to pop that way around. So once we've done this side, we will do the other side together, because I already had this side all cut out. Oops, get over there. Not there, that's it. Alright, so that's that side of the card done. We need to turn it this way, and we need to do the other side. So I've done this one for this side here, and because I had these squares here with the thing, they will be the opposite way around, so that one needs to be cut. This one I put that way, so this one will go that way. Oops, where did the other one go? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're going to cut this one and this one together. Alright, so, and that one. So let's pop those out of the way, and let's go on to that. So this is where you need to also have the paper in the right direction, if you've got a directional paper. Because I have this one this side, we need the other one to correspond. So you need to have the 3 3/4 inch length, that's that length there, to be the portrait. Okay, now I think I put that on the wrong end. I did. So we're going to mark this again. So we're going to turn this over because we want it to be matching. So we're going to turn it over, and we're going to pop this in here at the 1 7/8 of an inch mark. And with a pencil, we're just going to mark that at the top. I've got a mark at the bottom, but we don't need that one. So I'm going to just rub that one off so I don't get muddled up. That's better. Okay, from that mark there, we're now going to cut on the diagonal down to the bottom left hand corner. Okay, so we're going to cut on the diagonal down to the bottom left hand corner. So that piece is rubbish. But we do need to make sure that we have our 1 3/4 inch mark along the bottom. If you've got the 3 3/4 inch mark along the bottom, if you've got it along the side, which is the you do need to have it along the side. Got it round the wrong way. You need to make sure you have along this flat side here, on the portrait side, the 3 3/4 inch mark, the 3 3/8 mark go, 3 5/8 mark go along the bottom. So if you've got 3 5/8 here, you have that the right way around. If you've got it, you've got to make sure that your long end is where you mark this from. So the long end, mark in the one on the short bit to get the right piece. Okay, for our other piece, we need to mark this on the bottom at 1 7/8 inch mark. Where's my pencil gone? Oh, come on, what happened to my pencil? There it is. 1 7/8 inch mark again. And then from the top, we need to mark down 2 inches here and here. Once you've done that, you need to put it back in the trimmer with that 1 7/8 mark there and the 2 inch mark there, and we're going to cut on an angle. And then we're going to do the same from the other side. So the 1 7/8 to the 2 inch mark to give us our triangular piece. Okay, so let me go through that one more time. Let me cut this piece in half too on the diagonal so that we've got this done. I've got this here. So I will pop my trimmer out of the way and we will do this one more time on the paper here so you can see what's going on. Alright, so we need another one of our squares to be cut on the diagonal. Our piece that measures 5 5/8 by 3 3/4, you need to turn it over and mark along that edge there to the 1 7/8 mark. Just put a mark in. Then on that end, you want 2 inches on this end. So you pop it in there, 2 inches, and 1 7/8 down there. Cut it on the diagonal. With our pieces that measure 3 3/4 by 3 5/8, you want the 3 3/4 edge to be on the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, then we mean to mark 1 7/8 in from this side. This one we will turn over and do the same thing, 1 7/8 in, and then cut down to the 3 5/8 mark. So we will remove that one there, it will be seen, and that one that doesn't, so we don't need to worry. This one I think we need to remove them because we are going to be using that side, I believe. So I hope I haven't made that too complicated for you. When you see the written tutorial, there will be a template size in there with everything marked on it so you know where to cut. Now, we know that those two pieces up there were the front of the paper, so we're going to pop those in with the back of the paper. So let's glue those into place now so that we know that we've got those in the right spot. Now, because my back of my paper is abstract, I don't need to worry about whether I have it cut the right way or the wrong way. So there we go. I'll turn it back this way again. My middle piece was this way, so this time it's going to be that way, so that it matches like so. dragging my arm. I'm going to turn this around this way. I'm just going to make it easier for me to get into it. Turning it back again, we're going to see that we need these pieces to go this way this time. So I'm going to turn that over and they will go that way, either side. And you will know that that's the 3 3/4 inch size because this is 4 inches between there. But as I say, if you follow me on my Facebook group or you would like the written tutorial for this, it will have all that information on there. I love this paper, it's so bright and nice, and it's a very manly card, this one. So we're going to turn it over again, and we know that we want that side showing for our pieces here. Come on. And this one here. And one more turn, we know that we've got the stars here, so we're going to have the planets on this side here. So let's pop that one on. Okay, so my planets are that way around. So we now have our card done, and we can run through it one more time just to make sure it's going to fold nicely. Look at that, it does. Okay, so this is going to be my front, I believe. I'm going to put, no, I think these bits are going to go on here, this side, on the stars side. So I'm going to pop them on there. That's going to go underneath that, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of my spacecraft. Looks like a space shuttle to me, but we will call it a spacecraft to be on the safe side so that we don't offend anybody. And he's going to sit there. So I'm going to lay these down flat because I don't really want too much bulk. You could put dimensionals on, maybe I will put dimensionals on the back of those, because there's only those two. It's not going to be like they're on both sides, so we will put dimensionals on these. I'm going to pop some on the back of this one too, so that it evens it up. Come on, come out of there. That's better. I always have trouble with the corner ones. They seem to get a little bit stuck. Oh, there's none on that one. Here we go. There we go. We need some more because I need a small one for the down here. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on here. Oh, I need one on the back of my piece just there. And I'm going to lay him on that angle there. I'm going to do the same with my spaceman over here, so you can see that they look even on that side. And we're going to just pop, well, I'm not going to pop that on yet. I'm going to hang on to that because I'm not sure which is going to be the right side and the wrong side. So let's have a look. Let's turn this over. And, well, we need to pop it out like that because we want our piece here if we're going to be doing this. Let's see what this looks like. If we go like this and this, this and this, this and this, this and this. So if I turn it this way, it will go that way. That way will be wrong. No, they're up the right way. That one will go that way. So I think I'm going to have this as my front. So I want to put my planet up here. So I'm going to glue my planet rings to my planet. Like so. And then I'm going to pop that just there like that. Oh, my planet's around the wrong way, isn't it? Look at that. Damn, that's a bit rough, isn't it? There we go. Luckily this glue, once it dries, it will rub off. Okay, so I'm going to pop our planet on that way, and we're going to bring in some more dimensionals to put on the back of my planet. Oops, yep. 2 more. One out there, one out that side there. Okay. Bring these in. And my planet is going to go just there like so. And that looks really good. I like that. Oops. Why won't that fold? Because I need to bring this around the right way. Let's do this again. Turn. I'm singing now. You don't really need to hear me sing, do you? Okay, so that's really good. So I'm going to pop this one down here as my back one for putting my message on. So I'm just going to pop that on flat. Nothing's put on there at all. I might just put a few stars. Let's have a look. I've got my crushed curry here. Let's have a look, see how Uki is going to print. Oh, no, going to stamp nicely. So I'll just put a couple of stars on the back of that one. Alright, so this is the front one, which we're going to stamp our greetings friend on. And some more stars. Let's pop the lid on that, because know me, I'll get it everywhere. And we're going to pop that one onto the front like so. Like that. Now I've got my stars here somewhere. There we go. So these are my holographic stars. I don't know where my end's gone on that. That's a bit rough. I don't know where that's gone. That's probably what fell on the floor a couple of weeks back. Trust me. Alright, so got 14 stars, and I'm going to put a few here. So, wrong blimmin' thing. Stuck to my fingernail. So I'll turn over, that's better. You can go there. Just got plenty on that one, so we're going to put a few of the holographic stars around here. Come on, they're all upside down. Would you believe that? They were all upside down. Turn this over. We'll pop some more around this spaceman. Get over there. And where else? Let's put a couple on this side. There's not much down here, is there? And that one. I've got 3 more left. Let's turn this over and have a look. Might put a couple more up here. Look, there's not much here. And I've got one more. Where shall we put him? Just here? Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? So, that's our card. So what did you think? It's a little bit different. Oops, there goes the rest of the tool on the floor now. It's a little bit different to what we normally make. Can't say that I'm, you know, would be one of these people that go, oh, I'm going to make heaps of these. It is nice, but I like a card that will stand on its own. And this will, as you can see, it will stand up if we pop it up like so. And it will stand this way as well. So, whichever way you want it. It's a little bit wobbly. The more we actually pop it down, the better it's going to be. So there we go. Ooh, wonky. Stop the wonkies. But it does, well, it stands a bit, but that universe can be wonky too, can't it? But my other one stands up differently. It really did stand up, didn't it? So there we go. That's our card. It's called a never-ending card. Let me pop that rubbish in the bin. This is an 8x8 and it folds down, or should I say under, under, out, out, over, over, out, out. Does that make sense? So you just put a bit of paper in with the card saying the card will stand. There we go, it's standing. To play, you need to turn the top under, the bottom under, the left side under, the back right side under, the front bottom out, the back out, sides out again. So it goes around in a circle. So there we go. Under, 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 under. And that's the card for today. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's a little bit different. And I just thought it would make a change from the same old thing. And we have done a never-ending card before, but not this particular one. So if you wanted to make this as a 6x6, it's just a matter of making these squares here, because it will be 6 inches across, not 8 inches across, at 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, which means then you'd have to adjust all of these, which you can do quite easily because you just measure down here and across. So you will be able to measure it across. So I may make one at another time in the 6x6 size for you all. Not at the present time. I have some other projects in pipeline at the present time. But if you would like this written tutorial for this one, please follow the link down below here to my Facebook group called Diane for Stamping, Crafting and Tutorials. If you've enjoyed today's project, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe so you don't miss any more projects. If you would like to purchase this set, this bundle or suite in general, the whole lot, and you live in Australia, please give me a call, a PM or email, and we can work something out for you to do that. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.